Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. In this video, I will explain about how to deploy predefined Docker image into Azure App Services. This is the Azure system architecture. So I will open Docker Hub and I will choose one Docker image. Let's start. Docker Hub, enter. This is the Docker Hub. So here I will choose one Docker image. In Docker Hub, predefined Docker images available, right? So sign in. So this is the Docker Hub. These are my images. I will choose predefined image. Let's suppose like nginx. nginx. It is a predefined image. Let's check it is available or not. So this is nginx predefined image. I'm checking now tags. So there are multiple tags are there. Now I will choose latest tag. I will write some points here like nginx colon latest. It will pull the latest Docker image from the Docker Hub here. That means by default, by default, such as for this Docker image on such as for image on Docker Hub library, such as for this Docker image on Docker Hub library. Here I am not mentioning here any username. Let's another. So suppose username slash app colon e1. Here that means by default by default it will such as for docker image on username. Suppose remove this, like you can mention like my name Shankar. So here such as an Shankar user docker hub account. So like if you are using docker predefined image, then just you need to mention image name and tag. This is the latest. It will download it will pull the latest image. So this means like username. If you are pulling the, like you have a docker hub account, see I have a docker hub account. So this is my docker hub account. I have put some docker images. I want to pull my own image. Then we need to add username slash image name slash tag name. This is the like this. So like here tag v1. If you are using docker hub predefined image, then just you need to use like this is the image name colon latest. See here nginx colon latest. That means by default such as for this docker image and docker hub library. This is the username slash image name slash v1. That means by default it will search as for docker image and Shankar user docker hub account, right? So go to diagram. So we found one docker image and docker hub, right? See, it is showing a repository. Repository is nothing but docker images only. So yeah, it will like each docker image, it will storing in a repository. What will be there in docker image? Inside docker image, one application will be there, right? One application will be there, right? Okay, right? So we found one docker image nginx tag is the latest. So let's create Azure App Services, and while creating Azure App Services, provide this Docker image name and tag name. Then it will pull the Azure App Services will pull the Docker image and it will deploy an Azure App Services. So go to portal.azure.com. Let's create Azure App Services. In that Azure App Services, we will pull the one predefined Docker image from Docker Hub. So Azure App Services. This is the App Services. Create web app. So here I will creating new resource group. Suppose Docker image pull. So resource group is nothing but a container. So like app services, virtual machine, all whatever services are there in Azure, it will be grouped as a one unit. Like if you delete resource group, all like app services, virtual machine, network, security group, everything will be deleted. Like Docker image full some where back name I am given. So container I am selecting. So I am selecting Linux only. I am not changing. Let's see. The default I am not changing anything. Mesh database I am not selecting. See container is there, right? Here it is the important. So from where we are pulling the image from Docker Hub or other repositories. Right? Docker Hub we are pulling. These many options are there. To start Azure container registry, Docker Hub or other single container compose, Docker compose. So container is nothing but container is a box inside one application will be there. It is like it is called a image, right? So if while creating your Docker image, like we need to mention like hyphen name, it is nothing but a Docker container. Container is a box inside one application will be there. So these are I'm not changing. Register server URL. This is the fixed one. Don't change this one. This is fixed one. Image and tag. Example, hello world latest. Suppose if you are predefined your username slash this is the APJ image name and the tag name latest. But I am pulling from the Docker Hub, Docker IO. So I am using nginx latest. Startup command I am not mentioning. So see at the last our aim to get welcome to nginx this screen. So next networking enable public access. I am not changing default. Monitor and secure. This is also I am not changing. Once these are the steps are done, then only this app services will be created. Enable application inside, like it is monitoring, application level monitoring kind of tags, review and create. So initializing deployment, after that submitting the deployment, finally deployment is in progress. So if any errors, let's check. Otherwise, if any failures are there, let's verify. Else, let's open the endpoint and let's access the nginx homepage. So in this video, our aim to show the welcome to nginx. So from Docker Hub, here this is the Docker Hub. From this Docker Hub, we are pulling the nginx image by using the Azure App Services. In Azure App Services, we have selected container. In that, we have choose Docker Hub option, right? Azure resource group in it nothing but it is a container. It is a kind of container. It will group the all Azure services. If you delete this resource, Azure resource group, all services will be grouped. Those services will be deleted. Like users can request to the Azure App Services. Azure App Services will provide response to the user. This is the flow. So from Docker Hub, it will Azure App Service will pull the Docker image. In Docker Hub, Docker images will be there in registry, right? These are the registry. See, in registry, this is the registry. See, search for a registry name. These are the registry. Inside registry, Docker images will be there. So registry, Docker image. This is the username. This is the image name. This is the tag. So you can see here available tags. This is the V1 is a tag. So this is they are my own Docker images. So last was 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 months ago, like this. So let's say deployment is completed. So go to resource. Click on go to resource. So we can access through browser or here we will get one DNS, like domain DNS. It's like a URL to access our Azure App Services application. Now in Azure App Services, we have successfully deployed one. We have successfully deployed one Docker image, right? So we will try to access. So here, this is the nginx is a Docker predefined image. We are chosen tag like latest. That means by default, such as for this Docker image on Docker Hub library, Docker Hub library, Senker slash app colon v1. That means by default, it will suggest for Docker image and Senker user Docker Hub account. So it is like a username. Here, if Docker Hub predefined Docker image, then username is optional. Suppose this Docker image is a private image, then we need to provide username and password while creating the Docker Hub. So suppose I will show suppose Azure nginx is a private Docker image, then we need to provide here. This is the app services. After that, we are creating like web app. web app. Suppose I am selecting recently one, suppose some name. So Docker image one some name. After that, next here previous. First we need to select the container. Then only container will be visible. Container here Docker hub. It will ask in the single container Docker compose. After that, say Docker hub options. Access type public image or private. So I am selecting public. If you select private, you need to enter the username password as well. Say username and password. So it is I'm leaving this page. So we can access like this, or we can also access like this. So I'm clicking here browser. So it will open the NGINX home page. If it is successfully open, that means we are successfully pull the Docker image from Docker Hub. So it will take like around 1 minute to open the URL. It will be appear that URL. It will take post time 1 minute. So wait until open the URL. We can also see if you want to stop or restart, delete, refresh. Multiple options are there. So now URL will be appear. Wait some time. Will be loaded. First time only it will take some time to load. So next time onwards it will not take. See, welcome to NGINX. So we are successfully put the Docker image from Docker Hub. We are successfully put Docker image from Docker Hub to Azure App Services. In Azure App Services, we have selected container and Docker Hub. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel.